everybody, and welcome to another extraordinarily exciting rock and roll filled episode of Rock Tales, live at 5 something. What's happening? Let it be. Is this a new drop from Dolly right now? I love this.
Brendan sent it along this morning.
Wow, lots to talk about today. We have a very special guest joining us. He's back in town. I'm very excited. Izzy Presley will be joining us later in the hour. We're going to hear some of his new music, catch up, see how the hell Vegas is, and a bunch of other stuff. He brought comedian extraordinaire Dawson with him. Maybe he'll pop in and say hi if we can get our shit together. But Brendan J. Smith, my brother from another mother, how the hell are you?
Well, I'm really fucking excited because
we got a good show.
We got a good show. We're also going to talk about
what's that?
A very special concert that's happening tomorrow night in the city of Los Angeles at the Greek Theater.
Oh.
Maybe me and Richard Cheltinga are going to see Chicago.
Yeah.
With our friend Jimmy Pardo.
Hilarious Jimmy Pardo.
And his lovely wife Danielle.
Wow, that is big news.
We're doing a Chicago themed show today.
Yeah.
History of Chicago.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Whole show.
No.
Yeah. We're going to give you Chicago poisoning.
No.
If it kills us.
No.
Formed in 1968 in Chicago, Illinois.
Tricky Dicky, why would you do this to me?
You didn't come to the planning meeting.
I was busy wiring the new office.
I know. So we did a planning meeting.
I've run out of zip ties so many times. Thank you, Amazon, for delivering me a giant box of zip ties.
Known for their progressive use of horns in rock and roll music.
Can I say something?
We're too excited.
So today's show is about Chicago.
Originally known as the Chicago Transit Authority, named after Chicago's legendary transit system.
Shekebabakasha! I do not like this! I do not like this! Listen, this track, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I hear it, I go into defensive mode.
That song bums you out. Maybe Richard Cheltinga has another Chicago track that you might like.
Oh no!
Was walking down the street one day.
Oh no!
She lived looked at me and said her diamond watch had stopped cold day.
Trumpet.
And I said,
No. Okay, wait. You guys bought tickets for that show?
We have the best box at the Greek Theater.
No.
Yes.
Last time we had Pardo on the show, we had a whole fucking debate, whole argument. Is he going to call in?
Possibly, maybe. We hope so. He has been given the large welcome to call anytime he wants to talk about it because for people who are fans of Jimmy Pardo, and of course his legendary podcast, Never Not Funny, Jimmy Pardo, arguably the nation's #1 Chicago fan. He's in the Chicago documentary.
Yeah.
He's friends with the guys in the band.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Richard Cheltinga found some tickets on the streets of Woodland Hills.
Do you think the guys in the band are like, "Hey, Jimmy, you want to blow into this horn?" And they're like, "Gotcha, big fan, mega fan. Ha! That ain't a horn."
Mm-hmm. He's seen them a million billion times. I do believe that your father may have headlined a bill that included Chicago back in the day. I swear to God.
Sure. Wait, ask me if they're great musicians. Go ahead.
Are the musicians in Chicago great musicians?
They're phenomenal.
Oh,
Terry Kath
on guitar,
right?
Legendary guitar player.
Ask me if all the members in the horn section are incredible.
Are all the members in the horn section incredible?
100%.
Did you ever use a Peter Cetera song to seduce a young lady in the early 80s?
He was not in Chicago at the time. And here's the thing. I feel like, how do I say this politically? Karate Kid 2.
Oh, God.
Okay, in South Carolina and North Carolina. I don't know if I saw it in South Carolina or North Carolina. All I know is that I was visiting my cousins, right? And
was this when you were at Bible camp?
Yeah, it's one of those times.
Uh-huh.
And super excited. My aunt, Joyce, she's like, I know how much you love the color pink. And I was like, yes, and she got me a bubblegum pink suit jacket, okay, and a matching one for my cousin Jade, okay? And she's like, it is so brave of you, that you would go out and, wear this coat. And Jade's like, I'm gonna get swole downstairs in the basement. I'm not wearing that jacket. Okay. And I'm like, I'm gonna fucking wear that jacket. And I wore it. And I listened to this song.
That's right. I knew it.
In a theater. Yeah. Yeah. And I met a girl named Ashley.
Yeah.
Ashley in North Carolina. Don't remember your last name.
When did you put your arm around Ashley in the movie theater?
This probably
right now.
Right? Wait for it. Hold on. Not yet. Wait for it. Here we go. Sliding in. Sliding in. Maybe touching the knee. Right? Maybe I'm thinking.
You feel the heat?
I'm gonna try to get down there. Yeah. Right? I'm gonna try to get in the dugout.
Trying to go up.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to get in the dugout.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Is this a finger banging party? Is that what's happening right now? And then you're just like, yeah, right? And then what happens? Nope.
Oh, she shut you down.
Shut me down. Shut me down. Yeah.
Chicago didn't work in the moment?
Can't finger bang during Karate Kid 2 in a dark theater in North Carolina.
The golden voice of Peter Cetera didn't help out young Rick Zappa.
No. But is that is that the track from that movie? Because I feel like it was like, I'm your knight in shining armor. Was that the track? I think that was the wrong track.
Well, it wasn't this, but this is one of the biggest hits of the 70s.
Do you know that where I mostly have Chicago poisoning because of Peter Cetera.
Right.
Right? I have Petiter Cetera. Hold on. Petiter Cetera poisoning more than I have Chicago poisoning.
I understood. Yeah.
Is Peter playing the bowl too?
No. He left the band a long, long time ago.
To go solo because he's too big for his britches. He's like,
That's right.
I got some of that Karate Kid money coming in.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah, well, he had so many colossal giant hits with, what's that guy's name? David Foster Wallace? Or
what
I think he was a writer.
Wallace, yeah.
What's the track where he says, I'm your knight in shining armor?
I am a man
That's
fight for your
That's the karate.
honor.
That's when the finger banging didn't. I shut down.
Yeah. I am a man.
Yeah. Play some of that. Let's poison our ears with that song. That has like a Camelot horn section, something like that, right?
But that was a Peter Cetera solo song.
Yeah, exactly.
I am a man.
But I feel like his chin, Peter Cetera's chin.
That's right.
I wouldn't like to smell the hole on his chin. That feels like that would be a bunch of bad news.
He was kind of separate from the band, but he had such colossal solo success in the. Oh, here it is. This was Karate Kid 2.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Right. Can you feel it? Yes. Now we're talking. Wow. I swear to God, more pork pie made babies. Is it pork pie? Porpoises? Pork
Sure.
pie?
Pork pie.
If you have one of those like waterproof speakers and you put this in the water, like in an episode of Flipper, you know how they do the cranky thing and Flipper comes. If you put any Peter Cetera track underwater,
they just come swim for miles around.
Killer whales fuck great white sharks. They're like, we don't care. Blur the lines. You're my mortal enemy. I'm going to fuck you right now. That's what happens. And dolphins, right? They're doing coke off of like sea vessels. Dolphins? Coast of Cuba? They're like, give me one of those fucking, cigarette boats filled with cocaine. I'm going to fucking do all the
cocaine decision.
Oh,
there it is.
All right. You know the drill. Every time we mention cocaine, you got to do a shot.
I wonder what your dad thought of the band Chicago. I wonder if he ever stood on the side of the stage.
I'd
Check
actually,
them out.
I'd
He
actually
probably
like
would have
to-
liked Terry Kath
Yeah,
on guitar.
Yeah,
absolutely.
for sure. I bet you they hung out. I bet you they were best friends, Best of friends. They probably had like those Hot Pockets and like snackables together.
Speaking of best friends, we
High
saw
five one another backstage. Like, you killed it tonight, man. No, Frank, you killed it. Oh, chest bump.
we saw some T-shirts.
Yeah.
That may or may not have belonged to your father, and they
Just
are
throwing shit now across the room? What the fuck are you doing? What's happening? Are you in a mood?
Just trying to toss it gently.
Are you in a mood?
Yeah. No, I'm not. No.
Okay. All right. Sometimes he has feelings.
He went camping.
Yeah, to prepare for the shitty weekend you're going to have. Look, Pardo and his wife, great hang. Awesome people. I went out of my way to go see Pardo with Moon and and Tricky Dicky and I and Moon and like some like magic comedian friend of hers that was
Did it go?
Did not go. It was
okay.
at Flappers in Burbank.
Yeah. Flappers.
Yeah, it's weird.
It was funny though.
It was more the best part of that night. But I mean, Pardo is always funny, but the best part of that night is if you go around the corner. There's like it looks like it's an ice cream parlor, but it's just cookie dough. They give you scoops of cookie dough.
Downtown Burbank.
That's the only reason to go see comedy is to go get some
Get sugar
fucking cookie
afterwards?
dough.
You got Islands over there. You got BJ's Brew House over there.
So I have some news. I have some news, right? Because I'd rather not talk about Chicago or listen to Chicago. I know you have a whole fucking
That's okay.
Chicago show themed.
That's okay.
Are we going to talk about Catherine Zeta-Jones joins Chicago, the band?
Wow.
She did?
Yeah, and the movie Chicago.
Oh.
No, this is my news. Speaking of comedy, speaking of Pardo, okay, if everything goes the way that we're hoping things are going to go, we're going to be opening up a comedy club in West Hollywood. You excited about this?
I wish I had a board of all the Amit ideas.
No, this is.
And with the various stages of execution. I love it. Great. Is this happening on top of the radio station?
Hold on a second.
Uh-huh.
Hold on a second.
What's it called? Ha-has?
No.
Ha-has on Santa Monica and La Cienega?
No, it's called Hilarious.
Wait.
Hilarious.
Don't.
Yeah, you'll see.
Okay. A comedy club.
A comedy club.
If all goes according to plan,
Yeah.
you're taking
It's
over.
It's a comedy club with a theme.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. A theme of good comedy? What's the theme?
Wait.
Just going to say, right? Might be coming.
Okay.
It's a long shot, but we're feeling pretty good about it.
Are you taking over a known, pre-existing location that is
No.
known to people?
No.
Like, okay.
We're raising the money. We're doing a whole build out. We got the whole thing. A special place. It's going to be awesome.
Maybe somewhere in West Hollywood.
Yeah.
So you're not kicking Hamburger Mary's out of their space, taking that over.
There ain't nothing in these spaces right now.
Not kicking
These are
Hugo's out of their space and taking that over.
two derelict buildings.
Okay.
It's going to be good.
All right. Let's take a break and get Captain Cocktail in here. We need a
That's
cocktail.
right. Yeah, well, I'll finish this. Hold on. Pinky up.
Yeah, crank that.
Yeah, I'm
we
ready
go
for
to
a new
break.
cocktail. It is Rock Tales. If you feel like calling in and celebrating the awesome power of Chicago, then you can give us a call. 855-601-ROCK. 855-601-7625. I'm excited for a cocktail. Excited to see our boy, Captain Cocktail. Be right back. Rock Tales.
Knowing that you would have wanted it this way, I do believe I'm feeling stronger every day. I know we really tried. Together we had love inside. Oh yeah.
WBBM FM, playing nothing but the hits, all day and all night. Chicago's hot music.
Now appearing at Salozzi Edelson Chevrolet, our springtime of auto show values.
Featuring over 1,000 new Chevrolet cars and trucks, ready for immediate delivery, with the color and equipment combinations you've asked for.
So come in today while the prices are low and the selection is high.
And remember, we guarantee no one can beat our deal, or we'll give you the difference back in cash.
At Salozzi Edelson Chevrolet in Elmhurst, where you save more money.
Going to Chicago? Ozark makes it easy.
Go Ozark. We make it easy for you.
They got me a rental car, too. Easy.
There's plenty of room on board.
These meal flights are easy to take.
No airline serves St. Louis like Ozark.
It's our hometown. Going to Chicago? We've got 10 nonstop.
Go Ozark. We make it easy for you.
Where you think you go?
This is Robert Lamb of Chicago. A lot of our friends, a lot of your friends, aren't around anymore because they were shooting dope. We miss them.
Welcome back to Rock Tales.
Wow. They weren't around because they were shooting dope. That made me kind of like Chicago all of a sudden because of how fucking aggressive that shooting dope ad was.
Robert Lamb.
Drugs are bad.
Drugs are bad. By the way,
yeah.
For the rest of time,
yeah.
This has to be your look.
Happy birthday to you.
That's so
Happy birthday to you, Captain Cocktail. Happy birthday, Captain Cocktail. Happy birthday to you.
This is unexpected and so pleasant. Thank you.
We love you.
Kind. Oh my gosh!
I look at it. It says happy something.
I see this.
I don't know what it says. It has words.
Wow,
words on there.
Okay,
you gonna blow out the candle? You gonna make a wish?
I'm gonna make a wish.
Okay, let me lazy Susan the candle closer to your stupid face.
It's in the center.
I think that's literally right.
Oh look, I can read it. Yeah. It says happy birthday, Captain Cocktail.
There we go. Here we go.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Hey!
All right.
Did you make a wish?
I did.
Did you wish you were going to Chicago with me and Richard Cheltiga and Jimmy Pardo and his wife tomorrow?
Everyone in this room knows what that wish was.
Yes.
That the hurricane comes tomorrow and wipes out the Greek Theater, so there can't be a show?
Takes out everyone who's standing in the way of the SAG and the Writers Guild, from making a deal.
Absolutely. All right, let me give everyone their cocktails first, and then we will.
Oh, nice.
I kind of feel
What is this cocktail?
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking about Chicago.
Oh.
And then I was thinking about,
Thinking about talking in the microphone?
Oh, sorry. I'm thinking about talking to the microphone. Richard.
Tricky Dicky, grab your drink, bro.
Grab your drink.
Wait.
Yes?
Eyes. Truly, love you. Happy birthday, Captain Cocktail.
Thank you.
Okay, cheers.
Thank you.
Cheers. This fucking drink better be good because you know.
It's good. Have a sip first, and I'll tell you what it's called.
Okay. Whoa, I love that.
Yeah.
Home run.
It's good.
What is that?
We call it the Pardo.
Pardo? Hey, you're welcome. Because Jimmy's a no drinker.
We may now enjoy the drinks we share.
It's actually it's an old fashioned.
I love it.
Yeah, it is the cocktail, right?
Yeah, but that's a really good one. What is this? Is this Whistlepig?
Whistleback, yeah. Whistlepig.
Is it Nickelback?
Nickelback.
Is there Nickelback in here?
So, yeah, and I go back and forth between do simple syrup or just sugar. And today I went simple syrup.
You know what I prefer when I make my old fashioned?
Yes.
I just take the cherry juice.
Well, I have that in here too.
I prefer I no sweetener, only the cherry juice.
Oh, that's good.
That's it.
That's good. That's good.
Because I don't like super sweet cocktails.
Right.
There's already enough.
Yeah.
You know.
And then orange bitters, of course, too.
Of course.
Hello.
I mean, hello. Exactly.
So
That's a fine Pardo.
Well, it's a delicious Pardo.
Am I cutting this cake?
Yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah, of course. We all want a
Are you
piece.
going to have a piece?
It's bad luck.
All right, here we go.
You better have the biggest piece.
I think we can start with the Brando splain of Chicago.
Yeah, let's
do it.
while you're cutting us.
First, let's do it.
Yeah, while he's cutting us some cake.
Honestly, this is amazing. Thank you, guys.
You're
so thoughtful.
You're so welcome. We weren't going to do anything. In fact, we weren't even thinking about you at all. And Gwen, who's on the phones, she was like, "We have to do something for Steve."
Oh, Gwen,
and
we love you,
and
Gwen.
we were like, "Of course we do. Of course. I was just going to say that."
As a typical guy does.
Yeah.
Right.
No, honestly, the first thing out of her mouth this morning, that's how much she cares. She's the best. So thank you, Gwen.
I love you too.
Yeah.
Gwen, who works behind the scenes, is incredibly thoughtful.
Say that again? Are you drunk?
Gwen, who works behind the scenes, is incredibly thoughtful.
She brought Brando some vinyl today.
Oh, really?
The Cure, the new live vinyl from the Wish tour.
Okay, so here's
Early
the deal.
90s.
Have you seen vintage Gwen pictures? Because I kind of feel like the Cure fans or Echo and the Bunnymen fans,
Susie and the Banshees.
Yeah, I mean, I think she's authentically still goth, but
yes.
I feel like there was I don't want to say next level goth back then, because I feel like she's just more goth now. I guess what I'm trying to say is she's always been awesome.
And maybe you're trying to say that in the late 80s, early 90s, Gwen achieved the pure goth look.
And then maintained it.
Okay.
Because
we need to see
legit, she's like goth, I think, through and through.
Yeah.
None of this new school goth. None of this emo goth. We're talking.
By the way, that's a thing. We have kids, so it got confusing when kids have changed the version of preppy. You know this?
No.
Like kids, when they say someone is preppy, it has absolutely no bearing on what we think is preppy, like a pop collar. Basically, like Captain Cocktail is preppy.
I would say
they would not classify him as preppy. I think wearing like Lululemon or some shit is
preppy.
now,
That's preppy.
is preppy now.
Okay.
Isn't that weird?
Huh.
I'm gonna have some.
So what do they call a
Okay.
stylish individual like Captain Cocktail?
Preppy.
A Chicago fan, maybe.
Chicago.
Maybe they call him a Chicago fan.
Or just Prado, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Pardo.
Hey, I'm going in. Pardo.
Prado. I was thinking of the restaurant.
Brando explain it.
Here we go.
Is this a confetti cake?
Did you get cake?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Is this a
Brando.
confetti cake, guys?
Hey.
This is like a Susie cake confetti cake. This is a legit cake.
This is crazy.
By the way, for people outside the city of Los Angeles, Susie Cakes, if you ever visit Southern California,
Yeah.
There we go.
and you need a cake,
Oh, yeah.
Susie Cakes. Not an official sponsor of the
good.
show.
It's fucking great.
It's fucking great.
Real great.
That's really great. All right. Well, tell us about Chicago while we stuff our face with sugar.
Chicago is an American rock band formed in Chicago, Illinois in 1967. Just reading some notes from Wikipedia. I didn't even think that we would get to this today. But we're here. Originally called...
Translation, I prepped for nothing.
No, I did all day. It was my idea. Originally called the Chicago Transit Authority, named after the city's beloved transit system. They shortened their name to Chicago in the early 60s. They started off by playing
Are you reading right
R&B.
now? I can't
No,
tell.
I'm
You're-
going off the
you're
top of my
just
head right
reading.
now because
Okay.
I know the history of Chicago. They started off as like a typical club band in Chicago.
He's memorized Wikipedia. You can ask him anything from Wikipedia. He's got it.
playing rock and roll, playing Rolling Stone covers and Beatle covers.
What year was
R&B.
Billy Barty born, according to Wikipedia? Go.
Wow, that's incredible. 1947.
Nailed it.
What?
Was he in
I think
TV's Billy Barty? Was he ever in the band Chicago or no? Or
for a brief period of time, it just didn't work out. He was on trombone.
Cool. Cool.
Which was 3 times his size. Hey, I'll be here all week long.
So
Low on the bone.
I have a Chicago story.
You do? Oh, wow.
I do.
How many times have you seen Chicago?
0.
Oh.
How many times have you turned the radio off because Chicago is on the radio?
That is 100%. However, I want to tell you a story.
How I feel.
I want to tell you a story.
By the way, I should like them.
So I know you'll find this, shocking, but I did go to a private, school, and
Really?
I know you find it shocking.
Sorry, a private school where in the fanciest part of California?
Yeah, well, let's just say less than 0 was written about the school.
Perfect.
So we have an all-school assembly.
Yep.
Because there's a guest speaker.
Who is the guest speaker?
I want you to actually take one guess who the guest speaker was.
The entire band of Chicago?
Just the lead singer. I don't even know his name. That's how much I hate
Peter
Chicago.
Cetera.
Was it? Well, what? I don't know. It's the guy. It's the lead singer.
Did he have a big clef in his chin?
Yes.
Okay,
Did you smell it? Did you smell it?
We all. By
the way, hold on a second. You can feed a tribe of pugs out of the dents. Like every can of Alpo ever made fits into his chin.
So, mind you, I'm in 7th grade. Mm-hmm. I have no idea who Chicago is. It is 1987, right? No idea who they are, right? Mm-hmm. I'm listening to like English Beat, right? Or something like that.
Because,
or at that point, general public, but who's playing, right?
Yeah, no, I love it.
And
general public. Play that. It's better than playing
There
Chicago.
you go. Tenderness. So we go in there, and it's the lead singer to Chicago.
Oh my God, he's here.
And he's sitting on stage by himself. 7th through 12th had to miss class to listen to him pontificate. And all I remember about the entire thing is how many times he popped his collar and how many times the collar fell.
Cocaine. Cheers.
There we go.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Captain Cocktail.
Glad I could be part of it.
And Peter Cetera, you're my knight in shining armor. Thanks for, ruining my finger banging.
I think.
Yeah.
All right, continue.
Yeah.
I was going to say, what's interesting about Chicago is they found so much success in the city of Chicago, Illinois.
Yes.
By the way, thank you for playing that Solozzi and Edelson commercial.
Yeah.
Legendary car dealers on the corner of Elmhurst and York Road.
That's right.
Where you always save money.
Are they actually from Chicago, the band?
Yes, they are. All of them.
Even Peter Cetera?
Even Peter Cetera. They're all from Chicago. They were just Chicago guys.
Is he actually like a gargoyle?
He is actually a gargoyle. It's crazy.
Because I read this on the interwebs. I don't know if this is true. This is not me saying this, okay? I heard through a very reliable source, the voices in my head that are not me, that live there, that Peter Cetera, if you go to the Wrigley building in Chicago, right? If you look up in the corners, they're just all Peter Cetera statues. And if you take a Portillo's hot dog, right, and put one on each shoulder, right, they all fucking crack and swoop down, and they ruin finger banging for all of Chicago.
That's a lovely vision.
Yeah.
That is a really lovely vision.
Yeah. That's what happens.
You would think that if you think about it, who are the best bands from Chicago? Chicago.
No. You said best bands from Chicago.
Best bands from Chicago.
Okay.
Best bands from Chicago, Illinois. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Chicago.
No. You said best bands. Keep going.
Urge Overkill.
Chicago.
Urge Overkill.
Urge Overkill.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
Top spot
on the show.
Top spot.
Okay.
Cheap Trick from Rockford, but I'm going to put them in the Chicago
I'm
category.
with you. Top spot.
100%.
Styx from the south side of Chicago.
Love it. Top spot.
Wilco.
Oh my! Of course.
Smashing Pumpkins.
Oh, there we go. Yes.
Good. Amazing. And where would you place Chicago, which is like on the nose, right? 10th?
Oh no.
Below Material Issue. Below Veruca Salt.
Veruca
From
Salt.
Chicago.
Top.
By the way.
Veruca Salt is the
Caesar.
top.
That's my daughter's favorite band.
Okay,
Yeah.
well,
And she's 16, and that's the staying power.
Well,
Nina, if you're listening to
your
this.
daughter's cool.
Yes.
Nina, if you're listening to
What do
this,
you mean,
you've got
if
to come.
if
She
she's
has to
listening?
come and play in the new
course.
studio.
Do you know?
That's who's playing
Nina?
first.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, she's
Okay, so my daughter will lose her mind.
Okay,
we'll lose our mind.
We are organizing the first band to play in our new spot. We're trying to get. She's very busy. Nina Gordon to play. Oh. Acoustic.
Like, she will do your socials for free for the rest of her life.
She'll be there. Grace will be there.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, we love it.
All right.
We'll make it happen.
Yeah. They had so much success in Chicago that they were yanked out to the city of Los Angeles, where they started playing at the Whiskey A Go-Go.
I've already fallen asleep. I'm so bored
That's
of this
when they
whole topic.
befriended your father.
Are we still talking about Veruca Salt?
I think they were probably your father's
Brando's.
favorite band.
I told you this is what would happen. What's the lead singer? Not Peter, the original.
There's Robert Lamb. There's Terry Kath on guitar.
Okay, so Robert's like, Frank, what do you want to do tonight? He's like, I don't know. You guys want to just drink some brewskis and watch a football game? Like, totes! So they would come over and then they would fucking arm wrestle. Then they would slip and slide in the backyard. All the Zappa-like things, right? Like a normal day, right? That's why they were so close. That's why Chicago's music is so similar to Frank's music and so good, because of how the simpatico nature of the music scene in Chicago and the musical brilliance of my father is so evident in the music of Chicago. Right?
The mothers were kind of the anti-Chicago.
What? Are you? Wait, where's that coming from? Where's that coming from?
I don't know. Can I just list some of the songs on the first record? And then I'll stop Brando's playing Chicago. Just when the first record happens.
Know this. When you're talking, it's like we're playing Russian roulette, and every time you fucking mention a fucking song of theirs, you're spinning the fucking barrel, right? And it's in my fucking mouth, Brando.
Chicago
and I don't fucking know if he's gonna play a track and my head's gonna come clean off my fucking shoulders.
Does
That's
anybody
how much
know
I'm stressed out
what
about
time
the
it
fucking
is?
band Chicago.
Beginnings.
Oh, fuck!
Questions 67 and 68. I'm a man. Off the first record.
Go again. I survived.
Off the first record. Does anybody know what time it is?
Is that another track?
No, it's the same track. Beginnings.
Okay, give me another track.
Questions 67 and 68.
Okay, give me another track.
I'm a man. I'm a man. I'm a
It's
man.
back in my fucking mouth, bro. I don't know what's gonna happen.
We're done with the Chicago. I want you to wear that hat for the rest of your life.
Yeah, because I feel like a unicorn, pretty unicorn.
It's pretty fucking fantastic. It's the perfect color for you.
If I love the Barbie movie.
Yeah.
I love anything pink.
Yeah.
I told you, it's my favorite color. By the way, I want you guys to have a great time. We're going to take a break. We don't have to talk about Chicago anymore unless fucking Izzy Presley brings it up. But Izzy Presley, he's coming in the studio. We're going to hear some of his new music. It's going to be a good time, good hang. Fuck you. Love you. Fuck you. And Pardo and your sweet, sweet better half. Okay? I hope all of you get stuck in Hollywood fucking bull traffic for 15 fucking hours.
It's Greek theater.
At the Greek Theater for 15 fucking hours. I hope you all fucking have the best goddamn time. Suck it.
25 or 6 to 4. Staring blindly into space.
I'm Michael Jordan. McDonald's restaurants have given me this time to talk to you about something we both really care about, kids. Kids are the reason McDonald's sponsors their Get It Straight program, a national drug awareness effort. Think about this. Many of you using drugs out there now are under 18. Do you realize that at 18, you have lived only 1/4 of your life? When you're using drugs, you're only cheating yourself out of the chance to find out who you really can be. And believe me, if you don't use drugs, you can just about be anything you want to be. Listen, you got at least 3/4 of your life to go. That's 3 more lifetimes to you. So don't blow it. Don't do drugs. If you're doing it, stop it.
Got a thirst? Put it out with Old Style, the only beer that's pure brewed, our patient, natural way. Pure brewed to make it easy to stay with glass after glass. Makes a thirst worth having. Pure brewed Old Style, the light and likable brew. Pure brewed, Old Style.
Welcome back to Rock Tales.
Hello, everybody. We're back. It's been a while since we've had friends of the show on, you know, and a new friend of the show, a new friend of mine, well, new-ish, but Izzy Presley, right?
How's it going, eh?
Dude, I love you.
I love you.
I saw you in the fucking alley. I mean, it was not so challenging, you know, organizing, getting you on the show. I was late to responding to emails, and you were so, you know, kind and patient. And I'm like, no, we're fucking doing it, man. I can't wait to see you. Fucking love you to pieces. You know, we've had you on the show before. You still live in Vegas, right? You moved from LA, and
I do live in Vegas, yes.
And I've missed you. I mean, we've spent so much time doing Zooms. You have your own illustrious career, your own show. You got a new music project where I want to learn all about that. But then you brought, is this your boyfriend?
Heterosexual life partner.
Okay, well, that makes sense. That makes sense. And I've met you on some other weird Zooms, you know,
during the lockdown.
Yeah, the pandemic, and I feel like you and I have had. I mean,
we're simpatico.
Yeah,
but we both like to finger bang Peter Cetera gargoyles on the Sears Tower.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We see eye to eye on that.
Right.
But during the pandemic, I hate even talking about it. But what we used to do is, I think it was like every Friday night we would talk about, you know, it would be like this band versus this band, and a bunch of us. It would be like 50 of us on a fucking Zoom, having some cocktails and just kind of shooting the shit and trying to stay sane. And you know, I've always wanted to meet you in the flesh, Dawson.
Me too.
Right, and so this is our first time meeting in the flesh, and you guys are besties. How did you guys meet? And then we'll get into you, Izzy, your show, your music. But you're actually doing for all of our listeners and our viewers. You're actually performing tonight, so we have a hard out at 6:00 because you guys got to get out of here.
Got to get to a comedy club.
Yeah. So. Izzy, give me 1 second. I'm kind of like romantically involved with your.
We're having a moment.
Yeah, we are. So, are you jealous that another fellow comedian is going to Chicago with Brendan J. Smith and Tricky Dicky?
I try not to get jealous.
But are you?
You know, of course, 100%.
Yeah. Because by the way. They were like, do you want to go Pardo? Doing anything with him? Love him. Okay? Hanging out with his significant other, who I've never met. The idea of that?
Not too happy about it.
Whose dad is fucking Chekhov from Star Trek.
I didn't know that. Even cooler.
You didn't know that?
No. By the way, sounds really fun. Love them. Love to hang out, right? But the second you add Chicago to the mix, I'm like, no more bets. I'm out. I'd rather I'd rather eat off of. I'll eat off of any taco truck. I was gonna say I'd rather eat off a taco truck and get food poisoning, which I would do anyways. I'd rather go to Carl's Jr., which I haven't done since the early '80s, and eat 500 delicious Western bacon cheeseburgers and poison my body. Then go to that show at the Greek.
Yoshinoya Beef Bowl?
Never done it. Is it amazing?
I don't recommend
it. Is it good?
That could be, it's your colonoscopy.
Wait.
Go to Yoshinoya Beef Bowl.
Hey, went to the doctor to do a checkup, and I have to do my colonoscopy. But I'm going to go in. They're going to fucking taser me. They're going to fucking lights out me.
Yep.
All right. And they're going to go up into my nether regions. Yep. And then they're going to, what is it, like an 800 degrees dildo that they shove up your ass to burn fucking hemorrhoids off of you or some shit?
It's called a Peter Cetera.
I'm going to get Peter Cetera while I'm under, right? And it's going to be a twofer. They're going to go make sure I don't have fucking cancer, and then they're going to fucking laser tag. They're going to fucking get rid of my butt hurts.
They're going to give you a Peter Cetera's tattoo upside your bunghole.
I'm fairly certain that yes, if you took one of those like lipstick cams and after the surgery and you go up there, it would say in like beautiful tattoo ink, right? It would say Peter Cetera was here.
Yeah.
Right? When all is said and done.
How long before after you do that colonoscopy, they try to sell you the pictures in memory form?
Try to sell me.
Put them up on your wall.
I pre-sign up.
You're down for that.
Are you kidding me? I'm like, my kids, I want them to have a keepsake of me.
Right above the mantle.
Yeah, when I pass, I want them to have like, some of the most memorable, of course they'll want that. Yeah. And for my wife, beautiful. What's better than your innards?
Something to remember.
A high-def picture of what's happening inside you. Oh, Captain Cocktail bringing our guests some adult beverages. Enjoy the Pardos, gentlemen. Cheers.
Happy birthday.
Thank you so much. Eyes. Okay. All right, so, cheers.
Where are you performing tonight? What club?
Tonight I'm at the Comedy Chateau. It's a place that's been open about 2 years in North Hollywood, down the street from AHA, right across the street from Los Angeles landmark, North Hollywood Toyota.
Lancashire and the 134.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. By the way, ask me what's better. Going to the Greek to see Chicago or going across the street from a Toyota dealership to see you perform.
Hey, Ahmet, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
What do you think is better?
Ask me.
Going to the Greek
to
see Chicago.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I think
Or being across the street from North Hollywood Toyota to see a comedy show with myself and about 19 other unnamed comedians that you've never heard of.
Waiting for the break of day.
Your show, bro. Go. Your show.
That's the only answer.
Your show. All right. So. Okay. All right. So.
By the way, Robert, the online sales specialist at North Hollywood Toyota, can set you up.
Oh, really? For Chicago tickets or for a Toyota?
Just a Toyota.
I'm thinking about it. They're bringing back the Land Cruiser.
Oh,
right? Is that
Did it ever go away?
Yeah.
Is it the Land Cruiser or the
Land Cruiser's Toyota?
No, what was the? I think they have a new Land Cruiser.
The RAV4.
I don't like a RAV4. I'm against it. But what's the one that's like a Jeep?
It's like it's a Land Cruiser, yeah.
Yeah, they're bringing back a new one. You see that? Anyways. All right, enough about you. Izzy, I haven't seen you in fucking forever.
You realize the last time we drank together was at the Greek Theater.
That's true.
Watching Ace Frehley.
That's right.
And Alice Cooper.
I think Ace drank as well.
No, he did not.
No,
he did not. Okay. He's been sober for almost 20 years. He's
but here's the thing, okay? Everyone says that. I get that
but
people
we were there.
Say that.
Look, here's the thing. Ace tunes down And for some reason, that makes him play even slower. That's why everybody thinks he's drunk.
You know what? Next time, I'm just going to tell people I'm not drunk. I'm just tuned down.
Okay, yeah, but
see, that's it.
But wait, hold on a second. Hold your fucking ace for the horses for a second. All right. I'm not talking about his musicianship, right? Or the music and the sound. It's when he's on the microphone.
Well, because he's singing slower.
No.
Yeah, because they're playing so slow.
Talking.
He's
look, I mean, look, he was a drunk for a long time, and he's fine now. You know, he's just Ace.
If only he sounded like you. Only
Ace is sober. Trust me.
All I can tell you is that when we went to that show,
he was leaning against amps.
If he's sober, cool. But if someone asked me right there, if the pit boss came up and said, "Hey, you want to lay odds on whether or not Ace is drunk or on something," right? I would have been all in on he was fucking chasing the dragon or whatever else that night, because the words coming out of his mouth were like zipping in.
Well, he sang Rocket Ride when the band was playing Shock Me. That was a tough part of the show.
Yeah.
Which made us leave early. Remember, we left that show.
No, we left during Alice.
But did you leave with us when we left?
Yeah, we left during Alice. We shouldn't have said that.
Oh, man. To beat the traffic. Not because Alice's show was amazing. Alice Cooper's show was
We left
nice.
with Night Bob.
Night Bob.
Night Bob.
Wow, Night Bob. Here's the thing. Izzy, I don't see you enough.
Amen.
Please tell our listeners and our viewers a little bit about you. You've been doing your own show for how many years now?
November 4th, Another Fucking Podcast will be 10 years old.
Wow.
I jokingly named it Another Fucking Podcast 10 years ago because jokingly everybody had a podcast.
Yeah.
Now everybody does have a podcast.
Yeah.
So it's even funnier.
And your show, when I get the call, "Hey, Ahmed, you want to come on the show?" What's the topic, Izzy? It's always one of my favorite bands, right? It's going to be. I mean, the shows I've done, I'm forgive me, I'm not so familiar with all of the different kind of things you do in your show, but it'll be like this record versus this record. Let me loose. And the Kiss shows that we've done,
oh, they're great. For the one that you were on when there was 50 people on there was my birthday show, and we did 5150 versus Eat 'em and Smile.
Oh, that was tough, man.
Yeah, that was hard.
Where did I land? I can't remember. Was I more Eat 'em and Smile? I think I was, right?
I'm just gonna say 5150 because that should have won anyways, regardless. Because because remember Ralph Michael from Steel Panther, when we asked him finally, "What's your answer?" He goes 5150. No. I mean, Eat 'em and Smile. He meant 5150, obviously. So 5151.
Yeah, I was on that show too with you guys.
Yeah,
that might have been the first time we met
best night.
on the Zoom.
There was you have one weird friend who, I think, did he steal all the booze from bars that were going out of business during the pandemic? Because he had in his fucking garage an endless supply. I mean, I had booze envy of his weird fancy. Everything was fancy that this guy had. Who am I talking about?
I think it was this guy right here.
What? Does that make sense?
You know what? Yeah, it could have been.
Do you steal booze from bars that are going out of business?
No, there was. I think prior to this, there were several large parties that either I was a part of or was working with.
Because you had a bunch of fancy brandy? Is that right?
Yeah, and I got a call that, "Hey man, this booze needs to get out of here." And so I said, "Yeah, I got a truck."
Are you fucking kidding me? You have some of the fanciest, yummiest brandy. I went through a whole brandy phase during the fucking pandemic.
A lot of it too came from a guy named Dan Dunn who does a show called What We're Drinking. He's a functional alcoholic author.
Okay, this was during the pandemic. I was gifted. I think they're like $500 a bottle, and you were sitting on a fucking Smoking and the Bandit truckload of like getting brandy from fucking LA to San Luis Obispo, which is like what, an hour? I don't know what it is, but like the most amount of fancy brandy I've ever seen. Dracula's brandy. No.
Now I'm thinking of Smokey and the Bandit, and I saw that on Netflix, and they recently censored it
on Netflix.
On Netflix, and no longer will you hear the line, "Boy, when I get home, the first thing I'm gonna do is slap your mama in the mouth." They took that line out of the show.
Junior.
Yeah.
When I get home, I thought it was shoot your mama in the mouth, but it was. Is it smack?
Either slap or smack.
Junior, when I get home,
because he's
I'm
dumb.
gonna smack your mama
It's
in the
mama's
mouth.
fault.
That's fucked up. Daddy, that's the best fucking movie of all time. We're all over the place.
All the way. But anyway, all that booze is gone. It's
God
drunk.
bless you.
Yeah.
God bless you. Izzy, my brother.
Yes, sir.
From yet another mother.
Yes, sir.
So, you have a new record.
Well, this is the Dawson record. I joined the band.
Okay.
Record was done. So
I'm so ignorant to this. Okay. I've been crazy. Been doing this big giant move. Right. You sent me all the materials. Did I listen? No. Do I have the material primed and ready to go? Yes. So walk us through what the fuck is going on. So Dawson, you're a comedian extraordinaire, and you fucking rock harder than Led Zeppelin in your own mind.
In my mind.
In your mind. So you guys decide to make a record. I mean, you were telling me about it. You're like, you got to come down and all that jazz. But so it's done. It's finally coming out.
Oh, it's out.
Well, tell me more about it, because I'm literally I'm the worst host ever, and I can't speak intelligently about your new record.
Well, it was about 4 or 5 years ago. I was at a Shooter Jennings show at the Troubadour.
He's amazing. Keep going.
Ted Russell Camp is a good friend of mine, and he's Shooter's bass player. And Ted likes to walk the floor of any place that he's playing before the show. So I catch him walking around, and I'm just talking to this dude. I bought 2 tickets for that show. I'd put it out on Twitter that the person who was supposed to go with me flaked. I said, look, I got a ticket for you. Just buy me a beer. Put it out on Twitter. I'll be the guy out front who looks like me. And this dude shows up and says, are you Dawson? I say, yeah. Let's go. We go into the show, start talking. Turns out the guy's a drummer. Ted's walking across the floor. I say, hey, Ted, meet this guy, da-da-da-da. And Ted says, so you guys in a band? And I look at the guy who I just met, who's a drummer. And I said, well, are we? And that's when it started. And then we got Ted in the band. We got Ted to produce the record. Ted and I spent a lot of times writing and rewriting songs. And
by the way, right now, because of how you have adjusted your headphones, you look like a cockatiel. It's pretty fucking awesome. It's pretty awesome. Keep going.
You are a long lost Van Zandt brother. Has anyone ever said that to you?
Oh, fucking God bless Ronnie.
Yeah, but you're like Ronnie, Johnny,
well,
Donnie.
Here's the thing, man.
Dawson
I've always
Van
wanted.
Dam.
Here it is in a nutshell.
For real.
Thank you.
It's haunting.
Thank you. Here it is in a nutshell. I've always been a Southern rock guy.
Oh, yeah.
And the rule in Southern rock is you got to have 3 guitars, unless 2 of your guitarists are Dwayne Allman and Dickie Betts. That's the only way out of that.
Yeah. I mean,
so,
what are the rules if you're going to start a band called Chicago? Help me understand.
I would leave that band and go to the real biggest Chicago band, REO Speedwagon.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, everyone loves it. Is it the Hooters who has that like the keyboard that you blow into? What is that?
A Hooter.
A Hooter.
Yeah.
Is that
Chicago
why they're called
has
it?
3 trombones.
Okay, keep going. All right. I've fallen asleep.
We got to
again.
talk about the record.
Yeah, keep going.
All right, so
we have seconds left, by the way.
So anyway, I grabbed Izzy because he's my emotional support Izzy.
Yeah,
and
course.
number one,
Mine
you know
too.
this.
He's
Izzy knows everybody. Izzy knows everybody. I keep telling him, dude, your job in the band is to play guitar. Yeah. But that's not your primary job.
Because here's
primary job is to get us to Ahmed's studio
when
to
he
do
closes,
the show.
When he closes his eyes, right? It's like a scene from the X-Men where you see all the mutants out there, like you put on Cerebro, okay? When Izzy closes his eyes, it's all of his fucking awesome friends, right? Because he really is the spirit animal of Los Angeles. Everyone needs Izzy in their life, okay? So, you know, he is a rock and roll mutant.
Well, look, here's how you get Izzy in your life.
Okay,
Tomorrow night, if you're not going to the Greek Theater, you can come to the Roxy and you can watch the Smoke and Kills open for Seven Horse and the Dada reunion, and they have not played together since 2017. So this is going to be a big thing. Run, do not walk to your ticket office, ladies and gentlemen.
You're playing at the Roxy tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, doors at 7, we're on at 8, but here's the even better part. If you are a member of the SAG-AFTRA or the WGA.
Free.
Okay. No, $5.
Oh, okay.
But for the first time in the history of that card, it will actually do something. We get mailed these cards every fucking year. I don't know how many of them I have, and not once in 25 years have I ever showed somebody this card for a reason.
I want them to remake Streets of San Francisco just so he can be like one of the main villains.
Okay.
I mean, he's a timepiece.
Yeah. Are you so happy
I'm
right now?
so happy.
Because it feels like you're not
It's
going to
impossible
Chicago.
to achieve
It feels like
what this man has achieved.
You're
We're
grabbing-
blowing it up. Jimmy and Danielle can handle the fancy box alone. Right?
Yes. And you
I'm gonna be
guys
at
are
the
going
Roxy.
to see, what's your band called?
Mike Dawson and the Smoking Kills.
And actually, look, there is a song on the record called Friday, which should be the theme for this show. It's Friday. It's my day to party with you.
Oh, let's hear it. Let's fucking hear
There's
that
a
right
line
now.
in there where
Crank
Dawson
it.
sings, Thursday is the day that I found out that Wednesday is the night that I blacked out.
Hold on.
I'm a clever writer that knows 5 chords.
11 steps until it's over. So today I'll stay sober. At least until late afternoon.
Sounds great, you guys.
When I wake up's when I find out that I'm the one they're all talking about.
I mean, you know Matchbox 20, but...
True. Hey, man, all kidding aside, dude. Rob Thomas, I think, is one of the greatest songwriters ever, and I still want to punch him in the face.
Wow.
Because he's so good. I heard that song Push for the first time.
Yeah.
And I was like, those are my chords, bro. How dare you?
Wait, hold on a second. Let's be real. You hear the song Push for the first time, and you put a bunch of head cleaner, right? Poppers. You break them. You put them in a bag. You huff it. Okay. But you're like, you can't get the bag over enough of it over your face, but you're taking deep yoga style namaste breaths, right?
Through my eyes like an iguana.
Right? And you're just fucking listening to this, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then you decide to go out for a fucking jog in your jockstrap.
Right.
Right down the fucking street. Right. And you're like...
It's like you were there.
You want to party, bro? Get in here. You want to party, bro? Get in here. You want to party, bro? Get in here, right?
Everybody's invited.
Push it in.
Yeah.
Push it in, right? I want you guys to have the best show tomorrow night. I want you to crush it tonight. Where are you doing comedy tonight?
At the Comedy Chateau in North Hollywood.
Okay, for all
Lankershim in the 134.
Yeah.
all of you in LA right now, fucking drive there right now. You won't be disappointed. Dawson, you're hilarious.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you so much for. It's good to kind of meet you for the first time.
It feels like that, but it also feels like.
But you live here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I won't see you for another 10 years, but we should pretend to get together.
Yes.
I can't wait.
I'm really good at pretending.
No, 2 weeks from now, you're back in town.
I'll be back in 2 weeks. We're doing a little thing at a little party, but just for the record, I wore this Lawrence Taylor jersey to this show specifically for the cocaine references.
Oh, well, then you said cocaine.
Cocaine.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Also, look, all three of you guys and all you guys, if you want to come to the show tomorrow night, you're listed. Please come out. It'll be a great fucking time.
You'll probably see me. Thank you all for listening and watching. It's Rock Tales. We'll see you next week. Or no, we won't. Wait, hold on a second. You're traveling. I'm traveling, right? Do we have a show next week?
You're traveling.
You're traveling. You're going to Nashville.
You're going to see Ghost and Guns.
Guns N' Roses.
Guns N' Roses.
All right,
and
so
Ghost.
2 weeks from now, because we have more work to do in the new studio, all of that. But 2 weeks from now, are we going to be in the new studio?
No.
I think. Yeah.
In 2 weeks?
Yeah.
We have a big company move. This table gets moved
Next weekend
to the new fucking studio.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
well, hold on. You know what that means? Next week they have to listen to my show when we go open up and say versus cherry pie versus long cold winter.
Tough choices.
Oh, whoa.
Wow.
Whoa.
Track versus track versus track. It is a three-way dance. Run, do not walk to your ticket office, ladies and gentlemen.
I can't wait. Izzy, I love you.
Love you.
Dawson, I love you.
Love you right back,
Brando,
brother.
I love you. Tricky Dicky. Hey, Captain Cocktail, happy birthday. See you guys in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Cheers.
Get so crazy, crazy. Don't rush.